Welcome back everyone. In this lecture we want to see the critical path of the schedule that we built together. The critical path is the longest linked sequence of tasks. So those tasks that are linked together and constitute the longest path of the project. If you see the same view, that's great. Otherwise, I recommend you to just go to the top left, click on task, and then click here on the Gantt. So there are a bunch of views that you can click, but click on the Gantt so you see the same view that I see. So the Gantt windows is right now open. Then in order to turn on the critical path of the project, it's already calculated automatically by the software. You go to Format tab here, and there is several of the buttons here in the bar styles which control the view of the bars that you see on the Gantt. So if you want, you have to click on the critical path, and wow, you see the critical path of the project by the red bars here. But this bar that you see, which is for the electrical, is not on the critical path, because as you remember, it was not the predecessor for the flooring, but the drywall was, and it is also indicated here that flooring has a predecessor of the row 23, which is the drywall, but not the electrical. So that's why the electrical is not falling on the critical path. The critical path has a total slack or float of 0, which means that there is not possible to delay one of these activities by one single day, because if it happens, then the end date of the project will be delayed again by 1 day. So let's say if this activity, which is called paint exterior, or this task, is 20 days, if it takes 25 days, the end date of the project will be delayed also with 5 days. But for electrical, it is not the case. It has a total float, and depending on the total float, you can delay this task and doesn't affect the end date of the project. I put a video for you which is a great way to calculate the critical path manually. It gives you an example way how to critical path work and what is the logic behind the obtaining the critical path of a project, which I'm sure if you view that, you would be able to understand how the software automatically create the critical path. You are doing great. I'll see you in the next video.